Sleepless nights, hopeless days. You are despair. You are despondent. English becomes a nightmare for you. Sometimes it becomes a monster, a live monster to frighten and afraid you. And you are not able, you are in a trauma. Sometimes you are in a tantrum position because you are not able to speak English well, and you are pressurizing your brain, and when you pressurize your brain it is unable to speak English. The question today is that why we are not able to speak English well. Let it aside the English accent or the British or American accent, we are not able to structure even the basic sentences in English and speak it aloud through our mouth. This is the question of today. Because you have noticed and observed that when we talk about in our mother tongue, we talk day and night throughout the day without interruptions on any topic, and there is no lack of vocabulary, there is no lack of sentence structure, and everything comes into our mind automatically. But when we start speaking in English, what happens? It happens that our muscles become stressed, our mouth, our brain becomes find it difficult to structure the basic sentences in English, and we become tired and exhausted, and we become despair and despondent, and we don't find a way to speak English in a proper manner. There are different stratas of people who complain that, ma'am, after having my ablution, I just sit and read books, newspapers, and everything which comes in front of me. In spite of that, you see that I am not speaking English well. And this is the case of every English learner in the beginning. And there are other people who say that, ma'am, when I speak individually, I speak a lot, I can speak on any topic. But when it comes to speak to another person, I totally becomes blank. Words don't come into my mind. Rather, I become stuck to find out the words, the appropriate or the suitable words for my conversation. And you see that people come from different countries, and when they want to communicate, for example in the business, they want to communicate, they are sitting together and they want to communicate on the basic topic, but the thing which hinders them and drags them behind is that of language, because the equal language or the common language of all the world is English, but they don't want to speak or they are not able to speak in English. This is the basic problem. And you will observe and notice that the people who are polyglot, the person who is polyglot, what is the meaning of polyglot? Polyglot means that a person who can speak more than one language. And if you try to learn, if you read the histories or the life of polyglots, you will observe that they learn many languages through interest and enthusiasm. The first factor which becomes a soothing factor to learn English languages are interest, because in which thing we are interested, it becomes easy for us. And if we don't take interest, it becomes difficult for us. You have to figure out that whether you have interest in English and why you are interested in English. These are some of two questions you have to answer me in the comment section. That whether you are interested in English. Number one, whether you are interested in English. Are you interested in English? Yes, you are interested. And why are you interested in English? This is the most important question, and you have to figure out the answer of this question. That why English is my interest. Why I am interested in English. Let me know in the comment section why English is your interest. Let me know in the comment section the reason of your interest in English, because when you find out the reason of interest in English, you will definitely learn English. The second thing, the second secret which I am going to reveal before you is that there are some people who complain that, ma'am, when I speak individually on my own, I can speak on any topic and I can find the words and the thoughts and the flow of ideas in my mind and I don't lack knowledge. But when I come to another person, it becomes really hard for me to find the words to speak out. I am not able to build conversation in English in a confident manner. So, ma'am, what's the solution? Dear audience, to build the confidence, to build the connectivity, to build the conversation, to build the healthy talk in a friendly manner, you just have to build it in a friendly manner. But how can we build it in a friendly manner? This is the question. And the answer is that when you want to build a relationship, when you want to build or start a connectivity or friendship, you just have to compliment the other person who is in front of you. Because in the word, when you compliment a person, he is motivated to have friendship with you. And when you have friendship with the other person, you can easily talk with him. So the very first thing you have to do is to have a compliment. Compliment means to appreciate the other person. Have a big smile on your face. Compliment the other person and your connection will be started. But if you find faults and mistakes in others' conversation, how can you build a relationship? At the very first point, at the very initial point, you have break that chance of friendship. And now your friendship or your connectivity or your bond of friendship cannot be established, because you have started it with finding the faults or the mistakes rather than having a compliment. So, if we relate it with English language, the very important and significant point is that I am going to reveal this secret. The most important factor, the most important secret is that if you want to have friendship or the bond of connectivity with English and have ease and comfort while speaking in English, you have to build the trust. You will have to build the connectivity. And how to build the connectivity with English language? You just have to treat it equally. Because when you treat the person who is in front of you equal, then you are in the comfort zone. You don't have to hesitate in order to convey your ideas. You have to treat English language equal to you. And you have to treat English language as equal to your mother tongue. Because if I can speak mother tongue, why I can't speak the English language? And you have to complement English language, that English is an international language, and for broader perspective and for broader audience and for broader connectivity and bond of friendship, if I have to make friends all over the world, the first requirement is to learn English. In this way, you are complementing English language, and this is the first step of interest, enthusiasm, and compliment. And now you are complementing the English language. You are not finding fault English language. Why I am learning English language? English language is the language of Goras, who were the rulers of some time. And if I take the language of Goras are the suppressors of that time, I will not be able to speak my mother tongue. My self-esteem will be hurt. You are now finding faults or mistakes with the other language. You have to make compliment that English is an international language. This is the importance of language. This is the significance of language. And if I want to have the broader communication pattern with the whole world, I have to learn this language. This is the importance of English language, and you are complementing the English language. In this way, this is the powerful technique. This is the most hidden secret which I have revealed today in my lesson. Next is that you are pressurizing your brain a lot, rather you are dumping your brain with lot of techniques. You are just watching the YouTube video, you are finding this technique, you are following it, you are finding the other technique, you are following it. Please don't suppress, don't stress your mind, don't dump your mind with a lot of techniques. Just find out the best one which is suitable for you, because the technique which is suitable for me cannot be suitable for you. Just find out the technique which is suitable for you. If you are interested in reading, go ahead in reading. If you are interested in listening, go ahead in listening the audios. In this way you can improve. First you have to figure out the best technique suitable for you, then analyze, is this technique working for me or not? You have to analyze this. You have to track your progress. And in this way, English learning process will be easy for you. And English will not be a monster or a nightmare for you. Next, very important, drastic important secret which I am going to reveal is that if you are not getting good in English, if you are not fluent in English, if you are not having any progress in English, if you are not having any kind of significant advancement in English, the solution is that just have a break. Just have a break. What I am telling you, I am not joking, I am not kidding with you. I am seriously and honestly saying you take a break. Take a break from having fluency and ponder on and think over why I am not improving. What exactly I want to do? What exactly are the mistake which I am committing here? Because when you are in a break, you are in a position to work on your weak points, and when you find out the weak point and you work on it, definitely you will learn a lot. And break is another factor, another secret to relax your mind and to reinvigorate or to gather or accumulate the energy again suitable for your English language learning. So here I am speaking English in a fluent way. I don't have any hindrance. I can speak on my own. I can speak on any topic which is given to me. And words always come into my mind. I don't get stuck, and I am not in an inferiority complex. I make friendship with English language. How is it possible? And how it has become possible? This is the question. How has it become possible? It has become possible, dear audience, by continuous struggle, enthusiasm, and trust, and by relaxing and cooling myself, and by making friendship with English language, by complementing English language, and learn and keep this thing in your mind that English is a process. Learning English language is a process. It doesn't happen overnight, that you are inputting all over the night and suddenly you wake up and you see that there is output, and the output is that Ma'am Gulnaz is speaking English language in a superb way, she is fluent. No, it doesn't happen. Except that English language or learning any language is a process. It takes time. It takes your consistency. It takes your determination. It takes your enthusiasm. It takes your interest. So, be interested, be enthusiastic, be consistent, be in a struggling position. So, and be inputting your brain with all you want to know. Because when you work day and night, the more you work, the more you progress, and the more you put hard work in learning this specific language, the output will be drastic. You will be a confident public speaker. You will not hesitate. You will not waver. You will not feel shy. You will not feel despair, despondent, and the nights will not be hopeless, rather they become pleasant. The days will not be despairing, rather it becomes flowery for you, and English language will not be a nightmare or the monster. It becomes a friendly partner who is always having a helping hand with you. All this can happen if you follow these secrets. I have revealed very important and very significant secrets today. Hope you have enjoyed this lecture and hope you have learned a lot from this video, because I have now discussed novel techniques, novel secrets to master this language and to become fluent in English language. Till the next video, stay happy, stay blessed. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.